Hello everybody, this is Genesis and I'm bringing you guys another Dota 2 commentary. It's currently Sunday evening and it's raining outside. That's right, it's raining and that means that I'm not gonna go anywhere and I'm just gonna stay home and cast this replay for you. So, another game from the regional qualifiers, as I've already gotten used to group match between Quantic and Z Nation. As you know, I'm not following some kind of an order so that you guys can, I don't know, feel the tournament or feel whoever got in the two wild seats for the international. However, I have to say that I like how Quantic is playing. Just as a note. On the other side, I'm gonna concern myself with the actual analysis of the game. This is what I like to do most: analyze the game. So I don't really care who won, who lost, or team-wise or tournament-wise. But I like the fact that in these tournaments there are very, very good games and highly skilled players who take correct decisions most of the time, other than not. Um, okay, pick and ban phase. The first ban was Scourge's ban, and Staliner, the captain, had banned the Nature's Prophet, showing the fact that he wants to ban junglers. Usually, one team bans junglers or powerful pushers. The other team bans, individual heroes who are very, very strong, and they are niche heroes, so to speak. They can get to be very, very efficient, very, very fast, or they can do some strange things like push your tower for third minute, stuff like this. They, in the current meta game, and especially in this tournament, as I observed, it's the lycanthrope never gets played. Also, Leshrak is rarely being played. Also, Chen and the Nature's Prophet, they are usually banned. As for the picks, we see a Windrunner on the Sentinel side. Scourge has the first pick, and they picked the Darkseer, who is basically is being played right now quite strangely, but quite efficiently, I would say. He usually he gets a lane all by himself. He dominates that lane, and after the 7th, 8th, 9th minute, he just leaves that lane and goes on pushing with some other teammates, or goes ganking, goes in the woods, stuff like this. We'll see if that the same strategy is gonna be used in this game. We see an Enigma. As I said, this hero right here, Enigma, is a great hero thanks to its ultimate. However, in the past 20 games that I cast, I think that I saw every game on Enigma, and every game that Enigma lost the game because it basically failed to cast a proper ultimate. Let's just see if in this game this Enigma is going to do something different, but I have my doubts. We see a Shadow Demon and a Queen of Pain. Shadow Demon, amazing hero. Not being used as a carry or I would say a carry. Although he wouldn't be able to do a lot of damage, some items would make him powerful late middle the game. But since players discovered that he's such a balanced hero, such a powerful hero that doesn't actually need items, well, he got the support role. The Queen of Pain, yeah, you know the Queen of Pain. Everybody knows the Queen of Pain, the old nuker. This girl can nuke herself pretty easily. Double kill in the early game. She can also dominate her lane pretty easily. We see a Morphling pick and a Brewmaster. Not very sure about this Morphling. I don't really see it in this game here. I mean, Morphling is a great hero. That's not the issue here. But if you were thinking about picking a Brewmaster, or if I mean, they had, because they had two picks here. I'm not sure how the Morphling comes into. I mean, the Brewmaster, Enigma, Windrunner, they work nicely together. This Morphling is a little bit of an outsider. We see the best balanced hero in the game, Vengeful Spirit, being picked up by Scourge. And a Night Stalker, powerful team on the Scourge right now. Immensely powerful team, immensely damage outburst, gankers, nukers, and such. All of them. If Sentinel can mitigate all of that damage, or if they can focus, or make them focus the Brewmaster, they might have a chance. But otherwise, these guys can chase and can kill you very, very fast. We'll see what the last pick will be here. Probably support Crystal Maiden. I'm not sure. Let's see. Come on. What's it gonna be? Because this Enigma can't really place very good support. She needs a Blink or an Avatar, or an Avatar. So a support would be actually the best choice. A Crystal Maiden, I would say, would do the job. A Venomancer would also do the jump in this team. Although this Morphling, he's a little bit out of order right here. I mean, he's a hard carry, that's clear, but yeah. They're taking advantage of their bonus time. It's pretty hard because they didn't really think about wait a minute, who's gonna support us. So they ended up with the last pick, which is a great opportunity to just have to pick a support. So Crystal Maiden is out of the question. He's being banned. She's being banned. Venomancer is being banned. Okay, no. So probably they're gonna pick up Venomancer. Or maybe that's gonna be like a ninja pick. I'm not sure. Let's see. They're obviously taking their time. Paint is pushing it. So let's see. Last second. Yeah, last second is gonna be Venomancer. Yeah, I was quite sure about that. Yeah, I saw the picks. I didn't notice Venomancer. I didn't notice. I think I noticed Morphling in the pick, but that's about it. So let me present the team. We see Paint on the. Let me just speed it up. Paint on the Brewmaster. Kurog on the Morphling. Enigma playing that last hit Magi. Okay, now I'm gonna speed it up backwards. Okay, I'm pretty fast with my fingers right now. I've gotten shortcuts for pausing and unpausing, and for speeding up the replay. So is this replay correct? Yeah, the speed is correct. We see on the Windrunner Solora, and on the Venomancer TNT. On the other side, on the Scourge side, obviously, Unknown, I will call him Unknown, playing the Night Stalker. The Dark Seer is being played by Sidoi, some kind of a face is playing the Queen of Pain. Nexus is playing the Shadow Demon, and Manifest is playing the Venomancer. Obviously, I think they had their own tags. They switched their tags so that they can practice on pubs, I guess, or I don't know why. But they did change their tags, so I'm not sure who these players are. I just present them as they are written here. As you know, Dota 2 usually changes everywhere where your name was or is, even in the replays, changes the name to the actual to current name. So those are the teams. As I said, I'm not very interested in presenting teams or matches or tournaments or stuff like this from the point of view of the competition. I'm just doing it so that I can give credit to these teams for putting up such an amazing show for us. And okay, another pause. I think. Okay, so some crashes have been happening. That's unfortunately when it happens. The Night Stalker is being disconnected. That's why the Shadow Shaman. No, it's not the Darkseer. No, the Shadow Demon. Okay, that's why the Shadow Demon took that last hit. It's amazing with this Dota 2, the fact that if you disconnect, you can just reconnect to the game, your teammates will pause, and everything's okay. So the lanes are, as you can see on the middle lane, the Brewmaster is faced by the Night Stalker, who is being supported by the Shadow Demon. On the top lane we see a solo Windrunner against a semi-solo Queen of Pain. Vengeful is pulling for that cop. And on the bottom lane is the opposite. We see a solo Darkseer against a Morphling being supported by a Venomancer. As you see, this Darkseer is being played, as I said, as a solo on a lane, and he's getting farmed up either way with his Iron Shell. I just wonder if in the minute 6-7 he's gonna leave this lane and go for pushing or ganking or both. But that's just something that we have to see. We can look a little bit at the last hitting of this Morphling. It's an interesting thing to see because Morphling, unlike other heroes, is not the best at last hitting, I would say. Yeah, at level 3 she has high damage already, but that's I personally find it a little bit hard to farm to last hit. I mean, with the Morphling. But this Karok, he is amazing. He is gonna last hit everything, last hit and deny as much as possible. We also see ward being placed here by the Sentinel. They really want to see the position of this Darkseer. There's a huge problem with the naming of creeps and of everything in this game. This is not a Necronomicon Archer. I think that they have a problem with the pointer in the naming vector or array or whatever or database. Here we have a fixed me. Okay. So I think they are aware of this problem, of this bug. So yeah, this Morphling is gonna last it every little thing here. He even has his auto attack turned off from the settings. He's denying so much. Let's look at this Morphling. Yeah, 19-12 in the third minute. So he had what? 23-5 6-3. Okay, so he had 9 rounds of creeps and he he had 5 rounds of creep and he denied 20. He got 21 of them. So you can see he's very proficient about it. I wonder if this Venomancer is gonna let him take the XP also. Whoa! I don't know where that came from. I'm not hearing anything, but I'm yawning. I think I have a problem where while casting, I usually lean back and relax, on my chair, and I'm just watching it like in this boss-like manner, and I think that's affecting my awareness because I become really, really sleepy, or I think I'm just boring myself to death. I hope I don't bore you guys. I've seen that the views on the channel, there's not that many. I'm not gonna try to improve that because, as I said, I'm doing this just so that there is some kind of a giving back for the community from my part. At some views I got like, I don't know, 20-30 views, at some just 10. So for you guys out there who are actually watching my channel, I want to thank you, and I hope you guys enjoy it. We see the first blood being drawn by the Shadow Demon apparently, and the Brewmaster ate that one up. Let's see if the Sentinel is gonna get a kill on the Darkseer. Probably yes. This Venomance, is dead. Nicely done there by the Morphling, understanding that he can kill the Darkseer if you just tower dive a little bit. I wonder how this Enigma is doing, because yeah, I'm very, very interested in seeing a guy playing an honest Enigma, and maybe this is it. Maybe this is the game where Enigma is gonna be played properly. And I'm not saying that players don't play a good Enigma. It's very efficient if you only use your three first skills, or whatever they are called. But if you are able to cast proper ultimates, your team is much more better off than just from your three skills. We see another dive on the Brewmaster, and Brewmaster is gonna die. No, he has an ultimate right now, and he is gonna be pushing on these guys, but it's time for him to back off, just because his cooldown is gonna get off. Oh, he had enough life and mana to defend against some nuking from the Night Stalker and the Shadow Demon. So yeah, that's that. What I want to talk about is right. I'm not sure. I mean, I've talked a little bit about this in the beginning, but if any of you tried out this casting, it's a little bit difficult. Not that even if you know everything that happens in the game, so you know that you have experience with the thing that you're talking about, man, it's so hard to just talk about anything. It's amazingly hard. So that's maybe another thing that might be adding up to the fact that I'm yawning so much. I don't know, I'm trying to find excuses, I guess. But for you to be able to talk for like 40 minutes, 50 minutes at a time, you really either have to cast an amazing game which allows you to do that, which has kills over kills over kills, or you have to let go of your mind and somehow become I'm not sure how to put it, but detached from the thing that you're doing. Detached, I think, would be the correct word. We see a nice engagement here, but only 2 heroes are down right now. Shadow Demon and a Night Stalker. The Morphling got both kills. This Morphling is amazing, I have to tell you. He's playing perfectly, almost perfectly. My God, how could he get? So he got 2 kills. The Darkseer did get a kill of himself. So amazingly done there by the Morphling, getting a triple kill. I guess it was a triple kill, right? Yeah, it was a triple kill. Yeah, man, Morphling, a hero that you should never ever underestimate. He can deal a lot of damage with that wave, and its pushing power is amazing. Look, he has right now. Okay, so 68. Yeah, I was wondering actually, how the hell did that Morphling get 68 damage? Okay, now, man, see, that's one thing that happens when you cast you, and your mind just goes and you don't really say what you mean, you just say stuff. So I was saying that Morphling had 68 damage in the beginning of the game, or not in the beginning, but in the third minute. But the thing was that actually he morphed some agility, and that's why he had such a huge damage. And what I wanted to say is that I have problems last hitting with Morphling, because Morphling doesn't have that much damage normally. And the 68 damage was in my mind somehow like, man, why do I have problems last hitting with Morphling if at level 3 it has 68 damage? So somehow I was like ashamed that I'm not being able to farm last hit with Morphling, but the truth is that if you skill up the morph ability, and then you morph some agility into from strength, then you get a lot of good last hitting. And I think this is here a tip. I did not know this, but let's just see the engagement on the middle lane where Enigma just got a kill on the Vengeful Spirit, and I think that's the end of it. The Night Stalker wants to push out, but his teammates are quite behind. They're gonna catch a Brewmaster, I guess, in the end, or not. Yeah, the Brewmaster is gonna go down, and so does the Enigma from a pushing of the Night Stalker. Yeah, the Sentinel right now are underestimating the Scourge team, just like the Scourge underestimated the Morphling. The Night Stalker is gonna escape right now, but he did his job. And let's see if the Shadow Demon is gonna go down. Yes, he doesn't. Yes, he doesn't. Instead, the Morphling is being killed quite close there. The Morphling could have gotten a double kill and lived to tell the tale, but instead he died. Yeah, so trust me guys, if you don't skill the morph ability into Morphling, for the Morphling, then he is harder to last hit as the normal agility hero would be. But it's a nice trick to learn. You just skill up morph ability, you get yourself some agility, and then you can basically last hit every creep, especially if you have a support with you. This Night Stalker is having his bottle up and those face boots. You would ask yourself why increase your move speed with Night Stalker. There is a saying in Dota, you should never focus on getting items that give you more of the same thing that you already have from their skills. This doesn't mean that, for example, you don't put damage on Mordred. Obviously you need damage on Mordred, but because of her skill. That's a counter example, or that's an exception. I don't know how to call it. But the best example would be, for example, you don't put damage on Tiny. You don't go and buy a Divine on Tiny. You usually have to emphasize the needs of your hero, whatever he lacks, and buy items that help him there. For example, for Tiny, what he needs really is attack speed and or armor. Because that's what he lacks. Now, if you would be the adept of that school of thinkers in Dota 2, that you should never ever focus on the facts that you have already from your skills, or items that you have from your skills, then this face boots is meaningless, because it gives the Night Stalker something that he already has. Actually, Night Stalker, he almost moves at maximum speed during the night. Thing is, there is a catch there, and this is not quite an exception. This is actually a thought of thing. Phase Boots doesn't only give you the extra move speed, it gives you another interesting ability, the ability to just go through creeps and through other heroes, which is a big thing, just because you can chase better, and also during the day there is no night, so to speak, and the Night Stalker is vulnerable, so that extra boost of speed is great. So that's why he bought, and I agree with this Phase Boots buying. Also, the attack speed from Power Trade is not that needed. He gets a lot of attack speed from his passive. Yeah, I'm not sure if I was clear about that, but yeah, normally if you're a beginner, or you're like just started playing Dota 2 for, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 months, just follow this saying: don't ever buy whatever you already have. In the counter example with the Mordred, where I said that you shouldn't buy damage, you should buy damage. That the example of following the previous rule would be: don't buy critical on Morphling on Mordred. It's because you already have a critical skill, and that'd be useless if you stack up crits. By the way, they don't directly stack up, but they somehow probabilistically stack up, meaning that first it gets one check and then it gets the other. So if you have an item and a skill that both give you crit, you try to crit with one, and then if that fails, you crit with the other. It's like a diminishing returns thing. We see total annihilation of Sentinel team in the form of two heroes, the Enigma and the Brewmaster, and Scourge only loses a Vengeful Spirit, which is easy to do nonetheless. We see a nice TP there from the Windrunner, so somehow Windrunner did die. I'm not exactly sure how, but maybe from a Venomancer's ultimate and the first skill. So in the end, it's a team wipe for Sentinel, and Scourge is being very, very happy at this point of the game. Morphling did go down also there, as well as the Shadow Demon. So the two supports for a whole team. This is an exchange I would take every day, all day. Let me just drink a little bit of this juice right here. And then we're gonna see the item progression of these heroes right here. Starting with the Brewmaster, he has also a Phase Boot just for increasing his chasing capabilities. He has also a bottle, quite indispensable, this item, for a lot of heroes, and a magic wand, the best item in the game after Force Staff. Other than that, he just has a bracer, so not that farmed up. He is level 12. He needs levels, not necessarily items. He does need items also, but to be successful in the mid game, he really needs item levels. We see a gang on the Windrunner, and she's gonna go down to the Night Stalker. And continuing with the items, on the Morphling we see the Ghost Scepter. He's probably gonna do this Shadow Blade. I never played on the Shadow Blade on Morphling, but yeah, maybe I don't know something that this Krog knows. Right now he just killed a Darkseer on the top lane, and he got a nice tower there, so the money is quite up there. Yeah, other than that, the Morphling has a bottle and a Ring of Aquila and a Power Threads, and the best item in the game after Force Staff, the Magic Wand. The Enigma just has an Ogre Club, probably gonna go for that Avatar rather than the Blink. The Avatar is actually a little bit easy to farm up than the Blink, although it costs more, so yeah, that's that. Other than that, the Enigma has a tranquil boots. They're okay for farming in the woods. Not necessarily. I wouldn't necessarily buy them. Uh, Simply because they don't scale up in the game that good. Windrunner has the best item in the game after Force Staff, and the Phase Boots also. So this team is really focused on chasing. Not sure if that's the best thing to go for, but that's their decision, I guess. Venomancer, the team's support doesn't have that many items, and it's okay. The Night Stalker on the Scorch side this time has as you said, a Phase Boots and bottle. Now buying also a point booster and the best item in the game after Force Staff, Magic Wand. The Dark Seer has also the best gaming item after Force Staff, called the Magic Wand, and Soul Ring, and he's going for a Hood of Defiance and probably a Pipe of Insight after that. Yeah, by the way, the Darkseer did leave his lane at the 7th, 8th minute at the beginning after just getting some farming up. So apparently they do play the Darkseer as all the other teams in the world play him right now. The Queen of Pain has an avatar. Not exactly sure about this purchase on the Queen of Pain. The avatar is a great item to have on any hero. Not sure if it's that good. We see a bottle, power threads, new talisman, and of course the best item in the game after Force Staff. The Shadow Demon just has a power threads. He's just a support. He really doesn't need to get all those items. He can get them if he's lucky. If not, that's that. I'm gonna speed it up a little bit so that this game doesn't last that much. Just wanted to notice that even as a support, you still buy the best item in the game after Force Staff. The Vengeful Spirit is the second support of the team that just has a boost of speed and the best item in the game after Force Staff. Now, if you look at all these heroes, you will see that only 2 of them do not have a Magic Wand. What I'm trying to say is, if you're gonna play this game at any level, buy a Magic Wand, buy a Scroll of Town Portal all the time, every time, all game long. The Force Staff is the best item in the game, but it depends on the hero. You really have to have an Intel hero or a really needy hero to buy the Force Staff. Whilst the second best item in the game is a must for every hero. We see an engagement where Shadow Demon and the Vengeful Spirit are gonna go down. Those 2 supports, not that a big of a deal. Just some extra gold there for the Venomancer and the Night Stalker. Not the Night Stalker. I mean, I don't know who killed the other guy. Probably also Venomancer. Maybe not. It would have been a double kill. So I don't know who. The Morphling is coming to defend mid, having his back secured by the Enigma and the Brewmaster, and he manages to push back the opposite team, although I think they did deny the tower, so they did lose the tower in the end. Tower wise, the teams are dead equal, and kill wise they're also dead equal. Maybe not that equal, but quite equal, as equal away from as much away from equality as possible in this game, or as least as little away from equality as possible, as much as possible, as little as possible. Okay, maybe I didn't get those words correctly out. Yeah, so nice game, very balanced. I really like to see games which are so balanced. They don't always end up being this balanced, especially after 25 minutes of game. So I'm really happy to see one right now. This Enigma is quite close to his BKB, only 700 gold away, 740 gold away. which is not that much for jungling and eco to farm. Right now the teams are just sitting in their own halves. You can see a little bit that the fact that right now the teams are being more careful. They did have a little bit of chaotic beginning. Now they said, okay, right now we really need to push up some items on our heroes and lay back. This Morphling is asking for it, and he is gonna get it. Nicely done there by the Night Stalker, silencing, slowing, and then Queen of Pain just dropping the hammer on that Morphling. So the Morphling is right now getting some angry remarks from his teammates. Oh, I'm just joking. I think their teammates are quite understandable. This hero right here, called the Brewmaster, he's a little bit out of position, and the Scourge is gonna dominate this team fight. We see an Enigma going down, and a swap on the Venomancer. The Venomancer is going down as well, and let's see, a kill on the, yes, a kill on the Vengeful Spirit. Venomancer got a kill with the poison ability, either the first or the second skill. Scourge did come up on top. Okay, I really mumbled there. Scourge did get on top, and now they're gonna kill themselves Roshan and get an Aegis. See, Skeleton Warrior. This is not a Skeleton Warrior. They really have a problem with the mapping of the hash table or whatever the data structure they're using to keep the names of items and of man, I can't shake up this yawning, the namings of the creeps and heroes and such. Heroes are okay, just natural creeps are quite different, quite screwed up. Oh yeah, I want to talk about also a little bit about the last two heroes introduced into Dota 2, the Luna and the Wisp. Luna is a fairly common hero to me. I know the hero very good. I played a lot in Dota 2, in Dota 1. I played it once in Dota 2, and I have to say that in Dota 2 it feels quite the same. So they did a really good job there. But you see an engagement where Vengeful did go down first. Queen of Pain is getting a double kill by killing the Venomancer and the Enigma. The Morphling is still alive, and he's gonna probably do some business. Oh my god, he's hitting so hard. He didn't have to do that wave there, but I guess he really wanted to kill or something, I don't know. He has the mana to do some more waves, so the Scourge are quite running for the rise right now. This Night Stalker should TP out. I don't know why he doesn't do it. If they're gonna stay here, they're gonna die. Let's see, this Queen of Pain is gonna be ganked. No, before that, this Night Stalker is gonna fetch it. Look at this pushing from the Morphling. And when I say pushing, I mean a lot of damage. Oh, nicely done there, killing all by himself the Night Stalker, and in the meantime the Queen of Pain did manage to TP out, but the Night Stalker did sacrifice himself, so that wasn't worth it in the end, I guess. It's better than having both heroes killed. The Venomancer is gonna pull some creeps and try to kill them with his Plague Wards. Legit strategy. The Plague Wards are level 1, okay, now they're level 4. I don't say what they say 1 here. In the end, it's just a counter for the time limit on the wards. We see that the Venomancer is quite good at killing the Roshan even in this manner, but also the Ancients. So yes, Scourge did lose that last engagement, and the Sentinel lost the previous one, so right now the score is quite equal. If we see look at the charts, they should be somewhere the same. Yeah, just 4k XP more for the Sentinel, and a little over 3k of gold for them as well. This just basically means that both of these teams are quite even right now, and it's everybody's game to win. If I would say, I would say that Scourge is gonna win, just because they have the more powerful heroes. And we're gonna see an Enigma being killed without being able to cast his ultimate. A really bad positioning by this Enigma. He shouldn't allow himself to be killed that easily. We see an ultimate from the Venomaster just for defensive purposes, but it seems it worked because now the Darkseer is being pushed by the minions of the Beastmaster, and Nightstalker is running around in circles. I'm not sure what he's trying to do. The Vengeful is gonna get out of there fast. The Queen of Pain did kill the Windrunner, and the Shadow Demon also goes down, and the Darkseer did go down in the end, and Queen of Pain, after getting a double kill, dies, but he's coming back because she has an Aegis, and the Scourge wins the engagement in the end, I would say. Fairly confident. The top lane is being pushed by the Scripts, and the tower is on the verge of collapse right now. Whew, so almost a team, I mean actually, oh no, almost a team wipe there, just the Brewmaster lived, I guess, and just 2 heroes lost for the Scourge, so that was a good example of how to use an Aegis, I would say. Put it on a hero who gets the most after respawning, and get that hero to be the front battlefield for you, on the battlefield for you. Let's just watch the item progression one more time. So we see a blink on the Brewmaster and the beginnings of an Aghanim Scepter. We see on the Morphling, I think a Lincoln Seal, no, Mantis-style will probably be this ultimate orb. He has the money actually to buy it. I'm not sure what he's doing. At least a Yasha he could buy. I'm not sure on the item that he's gonna make. Right now, currently he's dead, so probably that's why. The Enigma has his BKB up. I don't know why he didn't pop it there. He could have popped it and cast a nice ultimate with the midnight pulse. Didn't happen though, so we'll leave it to that. The Windrunner has a mecha and the beginnings of a Force Staff, the best item in the game. The Venomancer just has the boots of mana, or Arcane boots, yeah, how they're called, on their proper name. And nothing much else, which is okay. He's just a support. The Nightstalker is having his Aghanim Scepter up, so that now he can see during the night or during his ultimate a large portion of the map around him. Not even the trees can provide cover from the Nightstalker with an Aghanim Scepter. But not much more than that. He probably is going for BKB also, but I'm not sure. The Darkseer is having his Pipe of Insight. I got that from the items that were going towards the Food of Defiance in the beginning of the game. The Queen of Pain has his Hex now. Has her Hex plus also 2600 gold, so probably gonna buy. I'm actually not sure what he's gonna buy. A heart probably. I would buy a heart. The Shadow Demon doesn't have that much. He's struggling to just stack up strength on him, so he has a lot of HP, so he can take a lot more nukes from the Sentinel. It's not the best idea to do, just because this Morphling hits very hard. If I were him, I would just do what's it gonna call him? Return damage item, Blade Mail. Okay, Blade Mail is called, and be done with it. Yeah, while I'm presenting the items of the teams, other players are getting more items, so yeah. I would make a Blade Mail if I were to Shadow Demon right now, and try to return as much damage as possible to this Morphling when he's pushing me. The Vengeful Spirit, not that much, not an amazing thing, just because he's a support. And let's see if we're gonna see an engagement. Actually, just a gank on the Night Stalker. And Night Stalker is gonna go down, and his teammates try to help him, but I think they do worse there because they're gonna die also. Vengeful Spirit goes down, and probably this tower is gonna get destroyed. I bet my money on the Scourge, but as this push is going, I think the Sentinel might win. That was a bad positioning there for the Night Stalker to die like that. Scourge can right now actually push this tower quite confidently. They have 30 seconds until the unuseful hero returns to defend. Yeah, the middle lane is gonna go down. That was a game lost on one situation. These things happen all the time in pubs. They shouldn't happen actually in pro games, but as you can see here, they do happen. Only the middle lane is gonna go down. However, there is gonna be further fighting. Since the bottom external tower and the up top external tower, they're still up. If this tower would have been down, they would have lost the game already, the Scourge. So they have another chance to turn back this game, although right now it's harder because the middle lane is going to be constantly being pushed by the creeps. On the other side, because the creeps are always pushing, they're always in the enemy territory, and Scourge can farm them, although they get less gold for it. I guess the less gold for it is the balanced thing, the thing that tries to balance out this fact. Probably in the first initial games of Dota, the creeps gave the same experience and bounty for the lanes which were already destroyed. Although I'm pretty sure that the creeps were more powerful if you destroy the lane back then also. That was the whole thing of Dota actually. Try to destroy the barracks so that you get creeps on that lane and don't have to worry about it anymore. So Scourge on the back foot right now, but the Morphling is pushing them really hard. Although here he tried to do something which really didn't work out, but actually it did work out. The Vengeful is gonna be killed by the illusions thanks to a nice Wind Runner stun. The Morphling is coming back though, and he's gonna clear the house. The game is over. This Morphling is right now impossible to be killed. A triple kill is gonna happen on the Morphling, and with that, they still can't push the game. The lane is, the creeps of the Scourge are on the other side. This Queen of Pain is doing a smart thing. He's trying to destroy a tower so that the Sentinel is backing off. But the Sentinel isn't backing off doesn't come to defend. They just want to get their Morphling with Aegis, and they're gonna do that pretty fast. This Queen of Pain is being scared for false reasons right now. He could easily destroy this tower, and now he understands where the enemies were, and he's tipping home. Sentinel decides to push in an organized fashion on the bottom lane, which is a legit strategy. I would do that also if I were them. The Enigma has a blink dagger as well, but I didn't see her use it to cast a nice ultimate. Enigma did cast her ultimate in the past engagement, but yeah, the Scourge is gonna lose this game, or the Sentinel is gonna win this game. And there's nothing that this farmed up Queen of Pain can do about it. She does have 46k gold, which is a lot too much, I would say. The animal Beastmaster is blinking in and casting an ultimate and wreaks havoc in the Scourge's base. The Morphlings comes to clean the house, and we see some nice kills happening. He has an Aegis, so that's why he did that. Now he's gonna come back and kill 2 more heroes, and it's all gonna be worth it in the end. Let's watch the Night Stalker being killed by the Morphling. No, the Morphling decides to push on the Queen of Pain, and the game right now is being over. No, it's not being destroyed. The Queen of Pain did come back with buyout, but he's just gonna go down again. Game is over. GG for the Scourge. They played a nice game. GG for Sentinel. They won. Their Morphling right now is being a godlike, and he's killing a lot of heroes. He's getting an ultra kill, so we finally see an ultra kill Morphling, which has also an Eye of Skadi and 4k gold. Eye of Skadi, the best end game item that you could go for Morphling. Mid game item. Very, very expensive, but definitely worth it. And there's the GGs from there are GGs from the Scourge. They already started disconnecting, and the Sentinel just does the standard thing, trying to kill the tower. They also get a kill that they shouldn't have necessarily done, just because that hero was disconnected. Morphling is coming back, and he's gonna clean up everything. A nice game. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'm just gonna let it go until the display with all the statistics is being displayed. And yeah, that's about it, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it, and see you guys next time. Bye bye. Keep in touch.